I will give you shepherds after my own heart. With these words from the prophet Jeremiah, God promises us that he will never leave us without shepherds to gather us together and guide us. I hope you have had a blessed Good Shepherd Sunday. Today is also the World Day of Prayer for Vocations.
Hello, I'm Michelle Seelig, and this is my husband, Deacon John. We are here not as a deacon and his wife, but as fellow parishioners, inviting you to participate in the Bishop's Pastoral Services Appeal. For those of you that have already pledged, thanks to your generosity, we have raised approximately $100,000 of our $130,000 goal. If you have not had the opportunity to participate, we invite you to prayerfully consider doing so now. Many of us benefit from the PSA when we receive services from Catholic charities, send our children to Catholic schools, or accept God's call to enter formation for ordained ministries such as the priesthood and diaconate. When our son was a young teenager, he began expressing interest in becoming a priest. Like most parents witnessing their children discerning how God is calling them to serve him and his people, we were very proud and supportive of him. But since he was so young at the time, the Diocesan Vocations Office asked Zach to continue to pray about it while he finished high school, went to college, and lived life a little, which he did. About the time Zach went to college, John and I entered formation for the diaconate. Like all diaconate couples, John and I went through formation together to ensure we grew in faith as a couple to strengthen our primary vocation, our marriage. We happily sacrificed our time for the 5 years, but we would not have been able to afford the cost of over $50,000. Thanks to the PSA, we only paid some incidental expenses, such as books. Your generous donations allowed us to focus on discerning God's call without being financially burdened. The story is the same for seminarians. After 2 years of studying chemical engineering, Zach still felt the call to the priesthood. He is now completing his 3rd year of formation at St. Gregory the Great Seminary in Nebraska for the Diocese of Pueblo in Colorado. We have never seen him happier or more at peace. St. Thomas More's assessment of $130,000 is only a fraction of the cost of the formation of one priest. Alleviating the financial burden of the approximately $250,000 cost of priestly formation allows for a genuinely open and honest discernment of God's will without being distracted by fiscal concerns.
Like many aspects of our lives, the coronavirus suspended our efforts to raise funds for the PSA. We need you to understand that the Diocese of Orange has given the community of St. Thomas More the goal of $130,000. But in reality, it's much more than a goal. It is an assessment. If we do not raise these funds, they come out of our operating capital, which we all know is already very tight. If we raise more than the $130,000, all of that excess money comes back to the parish. Please pray to the Good Shepherd about how he is calling you to assist in fulfilling his promise, always to give us shepherds. Can you sacrifice a luxury to make sure that the Catholic Church of Orange County has the ordained ministers they need to shepherd us into the future? Please go to the parish website for the link to pledge to the PSA. If you have any questions, I can be reached by calling the parish office and leaving a message or emailing me at john.ja.seelig@cox.net. Thank you for your prayerful consideration.
Thank you.